What's up guys, it's Action Figure Freak again, and we got, as you can see, a box of Hasbro. Can't believe what it is, but let's just open this white box and see what we got in there. Okay, and it is pretty clear. Oh boy. The Wolverine 5-pack with Omega Red, the main reason why I wanted this. And Jason Wyngarde up here. This box is way too big, you can't barely see anything. But we're going into the close detail in a few seconds. Okay, before we get into the detail of the figures, I really gotta show you this Wolverine box art. It's really awesome also for a background. And what I really love the most, I mean the front, you already seen it, but on the side, can't show it normally, but we got all those character faces with the names on it, like on a comic, in a pretty cool art style, I would say. So that is really neat. I really like that. There you got the 360 of the Wolverine first. There is the Logan figure with the interchangeable roughed up head, and all in all this figure should be some kind of battle damaged Wolverine. I guess this 5-pack comes from a comic line. I didn't read that. I don't know Callisto that good, and Cyber also not, but we'll get into that in a few seconds. There we got the main reason I bought this, the Omega Red. He also comes with an interchangeable head, and with 4 of these, these ropes he's making coming out of his arms. Just had the short 2 here, the other ones I'll show you in a few minutes. Omega Red is really awesome and was worth it from the point of view now. Get fully into the battle with Cyber. One of the best looking figures in the set. Just got a few issues with the shoulder joints and the mold they used. They could have done it a little different, and he doesn't include accessories, but we'll come to that also in a few minutes. But there's the 360 of him. There we got the Callisto. I'm again pretty sure I don't know this character too well, but I believe I've seen her in at least one comic, like an older Carnage or something like that. Really, I'm not sure, but all in all, at first look, this figure is really awesome. Comes with 2 interchangeable hands and 2 weapons. So let's go on to the next one. There we got the Mastermind, aka Jason Wyngarde from the Hellfire Club. I've seen him pretty recently in the Dark Phoenix comic. Comes really close to the figure, or to the character I would rather say, and he comes with the interchangeable head of Jason Wyngarde, the persona who fools Jean Grey. So let's just go into the detail of all of these figures. Let's look at this again, and this should be a pretty normal articulation of this Wolverine figure. We got that 1 dotted head with the vertical hinge. We got butterfly joints over here that you see the ball joint here is holding it off a little bit. Had that problem on various older Wolverines. Ball joints, swivels, double jointed elbows, horizontal hinges, and yeah, there we got the belly crunch, hip swivels, swivels here on the legs, a little stiff, and double jointed knees. Everything is still with pins because this set isn't that new. Foot joint is also vertical, and we got swivels here. And yeah, so let's see into the detail. At first, I gotta say, we got that printed body here all over to his hands, which is pretty awesome. We got also these muscles on the back, molded in, looks perfect. And we got that screaming face of Wolverine. Really gotta say, I don't like that face. So let's change it, but I think it's only getting worse. Because there we got that, yeah, fucked up face, I would say. Come on, let's get it on. Really fucking up again. Switching the head is almost impossible. But yeah, there we get that other face. Come on, let's get the lighting a little bit better. Yeah, like this. And yeah, he got a red eye on the right. A few cuts here and there. There's lip is swollen. So yeah, he looks really fucked up. Those cuts are also everywhere over his body. And yeah, I just changed the hands too. These are the bare knuckle hands. And they didn't forget to include the hair on those interchangeable hands too. So yeah, think this is the old Wolverine body, so not the 79 series, 97 series. So this is the older mold. It's okay, but the new one is way better because I don't know, it gets loose so quick here, and I don't know, there are a few issues about this one. Pretty cool thing. He got those claws, and I just had to relook on my other Wolverines. I got the X-Force Wolverine and the 97 one. They all have different claws. These are flat and thin. Let me show you real quick. Yes, they have a really small part going down on the top, but not too much. So yeah, this is really good to have a different set of claws. Now let's move on the next figure. And there is the reason I bought this set. The Omega Red. This is an absolute masterpiece. We got the same head articulation as on the Wolverine. Because of the shoulder pads, it's a little hard to move the head, but it's pretty alright for this kind of part here. Normally it would get stuck way worse. What I think is amazing, he get those big ass giant chunks of butterfly joints. This is really awesome. Then he also got ball joints and double jointed elbows. And I mean, this is almost a big fig. This could be the size of a little bit larger than the Colossus body mold. So that's awesome. And we got that belly crunch here, the side swivels, vertical hinges, no horizontal on the hands, on both of them. Swivels here, double jointed knees, and normal foot articulation. So this looks really awesome. At first, attach his accessories. We got these two short pieces. Let me see if I can just push them in. Okay, these are really weird. Doesn't feel familiar. Didn't use these or something like this that's actually attachable on Hasbro Fix ever. But yeah, there we got this effect piece, and there we got the other one. I think with that open hand, it's always gonna look way better with that effect piece. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's put these away and switch the head real quick. We got a little bit nicer head. It's a little harder with that hair piece because there is some kind of wind blowing under there. There it's a little harder to move the head right. As you can see, you gotta push it up and it doesn't feel that good. So in that direction it works pretty okay. In the other it's not that good. Yeah, there we got that head too. Just look at it. And there we got those longer effect pieces equipped. So this one is awesome. This one too, because these are really bendable. So let's just see if we can recreate something I've seen on Instagram. Let's put Wolverine in a little squashed position and take the bigger one here. Okay, like this. We should be able, come on. Yes, we're kind of able to trap Wolverine in there. So I mean, when we go through the waist, I mean, you're gonna be seeing this way better. Let's try this again. Come on. Like this. There, we can grab figures with it. I mean, yes, it won't be whole and stable, but it's pretty good for the look itself. Let's remove it real quick. Okay. The other one is pretty good for the calf. As you can see, it's just ripping the leg away. That's awesome. That's playability there. Yeah, and I think that's almost everything to the Omega Red. Because for the detail, I can't say much. I mean, I adore those knee pads. They are really awesome, looking perfect, and I really like the detail with those teeth, bracelet, whatever pieces they put in his mouth. You can see them, they're painted. But all in all, he's just, yeah, not that detailed. Because it's, yeah, a pretty old comic character. He looks awesome. Perfect. I would fuck him, what? And there we got Cyber. And I really gotta say, this is, for playability, one of my favorites. There is that one issue. If you see right here, there's almost no gap behind the shoulder joint. And if you want to pull him back like this, you can see here, it will block it. It's pretty hard to move the arm like this. It's hurting a lot, and the body could crack right here. But all in all, this is just a pretty standard looking character. He got that shiny blue all over here and on the head. That's actually a shadow effect. That's really awesome. I love that. I think, yes, he also got it here on the back and the shoulders. First up, let's go into the articulation. Head joint as on the other figures. These ball joints on the arms. One jointed elbows. That's a little sad. Horizontal hinges on the hands. That belly crunch. Swivels on the hips. Leg articulation here. Okay, that was stiff. Swivels on here. Double jointed knees and normal foot articulation. So to this character I can't say much. I really don't know much about him or about his powers. The only thing I can see, get those big ass steel arms. They could be the same mold as the Colossus figure, and they got the same problem with the articulation than the Colossus figure. You can hear that cracking sound. It will get loose in a while. It's almost a little bit here, yeah. You can see that's way too soft. I don't know which plastic they be using on Hasbro, but on every character he uses that silver type. I mean, you can see how that is manufactured. I don't know what's going wrong with that plastic tone, but come on, it's Hasbro. They've got enough money, they should have a way to solve this problem. But yeah, since the date they didn't, we got those problems here. But yeah, this is a really cool figure. Looks really awesome, and yeah, I really like this. This one is one of my favorites out of this set. Starting off with the articulation again. Got the same head joint as everywhere. We got whatever those are called. It's not a ball joint. Why it's not a ball joint? It's this classic female arm thing. Here swivels on the elbow, one jointed. Yeah, vertical, no horizontal. Hinges on the hands. We got no hip swivel here, just got that upper breast piece. Hinges here on the legs, double knee joints, and you see how bendy this is. Oh my god, it's really thin. There's no rotation. Here we got swivels and vertical hinges. So yeah, this to the articulation. Go to the detail. And first up, those bands everywhere here are really awesome. On the glove pieces, as you can see, they be slipping a little bit. We got two fist hands. Now let's get better light here. We got two fist hands, and we got two opened hands. We also got two weapons. We got this spring knife here. Come on, let's pose background. This one, and we got a butterfly knife as a Marvel Legends accessory piece. That's awesome. I really like that. And I don't know what it is, but this hair paint they used, this head skin itself, it's really awesome. Didn't had a good figurehead like this in a while. We got first up that bluish highlight on there, which I really like because those older comics try to show darker parts with the blue. It looks awesome. I really like it. We also here over the eye, that scar, which is also molded and painted. Looks perfect. And the eye, I have so many eye misprints, but this one is on point as it should be. So I really adore this detail in there. On the vest here we got mold inside, we got mold on her top piece, the chest, and oh yeah, that belt. Normally this will look not so good, but the belt rounds it all up, looks fantastic. We got pockets on the back, so there's a lot of love in this figure. And also those boots are pretty good detailed. Nothing to complain about this figure. We got Mastermind. Bro, what the fuck, Hasbro? What the fuck? They fucked up to mold it right or pull it into place right, but the foot isn't really connecting into there, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, we got mold over here. First up, the articulation again. Hello. Normal head joint, as you can see. We got ball joints on the arms, double jointed elbows, swivels here on the hips, double jointed knees, swivels down here on the socks, and we got here those vertical hinges and rotation on the legs. So okay, let's show the detail. He got molded all over here on his top. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what's it called, but it's awesome. We got those buttons painted on. Under here, he also, wears something similar, but you can't really move the belly joint because of that. So more than this won't be possible, and that's fucking nothing. He has this piece here hanging down. You can move it when he's like running. Oh no, I gotta go. You see, like, that's pretty neat. Then under his eyes, it's also pretty good detailed, as well as the shoes. And let's see the interchangeable head. There we got Mastermind to Jason Wyngarde. Okay. There's Jason Wyngarde. This one is perfect, looks exactly like in the comics, and actually what I wanted. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And yeah, these are all those figures. There we got this full pack, and now it's time for the question, should I buy it or should I leave it on shelf? I for myself wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't lowered in price a lot, because I paid for this the price for about 2 figures, so in Germany that's 60 euros. And for 60 euros it was okay, because before I've seen it listed for about 150, which I wouldn't have done even if I've read that specific comic. But I just wanted the Omega Red, thought the Wolverine looks a little similar like a style in the, which was a Dark Phoenix comic, and Jason Wyngarde was in that too. And I knew I know Callisto from somewhere, and she's got a butterfly knife, so that's pretty badass. So for the whole price, don't waste your money on this. It's a beautiful box. If you know all these characters, it might change your mind a lot. But for the whole price, it's not that good. I mean, like, Jason Wyngarde has like no accessories than the head, and the Cyber has nothing, not even fists. I mean, you can't see him punching on the box art, and he doesn't even got fists. So they could have done a few things a little better, but all in all, this set is looking pretty neat. And for the price of $60, or I think it was even cheaper for 55, do it. When you see it for 40 to 50 bucks in America, instantly get it, because even if you don't need it, that Cyber is just toyetic. Omega Red is looking perfect. The Wolverine is not too bad, and just divide the price by 5, and then think about how many figures you get, gifted. I got 3 figures in this set gifted, just because I wanted Omega Red and Jason Wyngarde. So for that price, okay, do it. For another, not. That was also everything for today, and I hope I see you next week. And yeah, goodbye for now.